The 1994 AFL Premiership season, proudly brought to you by the following sponsors. Welcome to the Big Sunday Replay. Your host, Sandy Roberts.
Yes, good evening everyone and welcome once again to the Big Sunday Replay. It's Carlton versus Geelong from Princes Park. This morning, Carlton, last year's grand finalists, were sitting at the bottom of the AFL ladder. Geelong was starting to look good, particularly after their performance last week when they absolutely hammered the Bulldogs, and of course that was the end of coach Terry Wheeler. A couple of changes going out of the 23 for the two sides. Aaron Lord and David Mensch both played in the early game for the Cats, whilst for Carlton, Adrian Gleeson and Matthew Allen were both in the twos for the Blues. There was plenty of action at Princes Park. Stay with us. It's going to be an action-packed 60 minutes. Here are some highlights from the first quarter.
No score to either side, but the Cats doing the bulk of the attack. Madden slung off the ball. Here's a chance for Brewer to set sail to Bairstow. Now we've got a score on the board. The Cats are away. Silvani has done the job for Carlton too. Kicks in towards the middle. Hogg does the roving and does it beautifully. Now a chance for the Blues to go forward. Whitehead up to half forward. No mark taken by Colbert. Could prove costly. Kernahan! Kerners is back.
Back to Bond. Bond goes in short. Dean's fumble, not quite as critical as he would have thought. He's kicked towards full forward. Madden, too strong for his opponent there. He's normally a very reliable kick for goal. And it splits the perpendiculars.
I thought it was a very good tackle from Chris.
Or is it Forsman?
Or Forsman.
And look, plucked it. This for Geelong to regain the lead. 3 minutes remaining. No mistake by Gary Ablett.
Yes, it turned out to be a very even first quarter. The Cats just trailing by 3 points. The Blues 3-1-19 and Geelong 2-4-16. A big day also for Tommy Alvin. It was Tommy's 200th game for the Blues, the boy from Bairnsdale. Let's go to the action now in the second quarter. Some 15 and a half minutes remaining. The Blues have added 1 goal too. The Cats are behind.
Carlton proceed to 4 goals 3. Geelong at 2-5. The kick in has been marked by Pickering. Pickering, it comes to the member side, basically kicked it straight to Cook. Now Cook was the #1 draft choice, I think, Bernie, wasn't he, a couple of years ago, and has taken a long time to progress to senior Carlton ranks, and maybe that's why. Justin Madden gets the ball clear. Little, nearly tackled by Christou, under pressure. Little's kick goes towards half forward, and Sexton nips in and takes the mark at half back.
Yes, he was picked up in the 1990 national draft. Cook, the #2 pick, in fact, Robbo.
I think behind Jason McCartney, maybe. That kick has been marked brilliantly by Williams. The way to Brown, who's only just got into the game. Kernahan, play by O'Reilly. Ball rebounds. Tommy Alvin, kick it off the ground, Tommy! Oh, dear me. Well, a chance went lamenting there. Tommy Alvin, 200 games. He just couldn't quite get his foot to the ball. Kernahan does the ruck work. Williams, handball, looks for Brown. Taken away by Bairstow. Bairstow's kick into the centre of the ground. Sexton, punched away. Ratton. Oh, good handball to the advantage of McKay, who gathered it nicely. Up towards half forward. Rebounds for Bradley. Bradley goes for goal. And the shot is offline, out of bounds on the full. A free kick to be taken back there by O'Reilly.
10 points the margin. O'Reilly to the outer side once more. Very congested area. Madden up with the one hand. There's
Shepherding free kick.
Interference, yes. And now the advantage is going to be paid. There's some very interesting decisions being made here at Princes Park today. Mansfield's kick up towards the 50-metre line. Hanley out in front. Big man wants to get on with the job towards Ablett. Tucked in the pocket. Loses it. Well done by Sexton off to Christou. Big Ange runs across full back. Bounced his way out of trouble. Centering kick. Williams was his man, but it's Hocking who intercepts. Gary Hocking. 5 kicks. Short to Forsman. Now Couch. Tucked in the left forward pocket is this left footer. He's been very busy. 9 kicks, 3 hand passes, has taken 4 marks.
Played very well last week too against Footscray.
So a good start to the 94 season. Paul Couch. They need a goal. They trail, and he's got it. An excellent kick by Paul Couch. His first. The margin is again just 4 points.
It's a great kick there from Paul Couch, the 1989 Brownlow medalist, an All-Australian in 91, and a very serviceable player for the Cats over the years. He started in 1985.
Bounce back in the centre. Madden gets the tap out. Bradley doesn't waste any time. Knocks it to half forward. Bradley goes after it again. Held didn't have the football. In goes Brown. Grabbed very well by McGrath, I thought. Umpire wasn't in such a bad position there. And he gives the free kick to the Carlton player, Brown. Brown goes long. The big man back in the square. Madden just stood his ground and was too tall at the back of that pack of 4 players. He marks right on the end of the square.
Yes, Big Justin makes it very difficult for the opposition here, using his height to a great advantage. There's Barnes getting back, just running into Kernahan there. Couldn't get back with Madden. Good use of the body by both these Carlton forwards, Kernahan and Madden. Kernahan being fairly well held at the moment by Stephen O'Reilly. This should be a certain goal for the Blues.
Madden kicks for goal and puts it through. So Justin Madden has kicked 2 goals. He becomes the only multiple goal scorer at the moment. 5-3 plays 3-5 the Blues lead.
Yes, Big Justin Madden, there it is again, that mark over O'Reilly and Barnes. Just going back there playing, well, they don't bludge so much the ruckman these days. They don't get back in defence taking easy marks. They're being asked to play a different role, and that is go forward, play a more attacking role. And Justin Madden has kicked 2 goals, 1 in the first and now 1 in the second.
And the margin is again out to 10 points. 11.5 minutes remaining in this second quarter. Barnes wins the tap, but that is all. Whitehead went steaming through, gave the football away to Mitchell. Through Madden, it goes off to Bradley. Bradley pumps Carlton forward. Down towards Kernahan once again. Well spoiled, however. Kernahan will get another chance. He snaps. Oh, what a goal! He kicks his 516th career goal, his second for the day. And a couple to the Blues, they open up a handy little gap.
Well, that's a good value, the real value of Steve Kernahan. Great overhead, but in conditions such as these where it's a little bit more difficult to mark here this afternoon. Heavy rain fell during the reserves match. Kernahan is able to follow up and has great ground skills for a player of 196 centimetres.
.11 minutes left in the second term. The Blues have now kicked 6 goals 3, and they go forward again. McKay having an influence across half-back. Oh, excellent mark taken by Colbert. Handball away. McGrath has to go back onto that left foot. Doesn't kick quite as well off that side. Gathered by McKay. Mitchell. Scragg in the back, according to the umpire. Geelong fans out there aren't too happy with that decision, but it looked as though it may have been worthy of a free kick to Barry Mitchell. He goes in towards the centre looking for Bradley. Beaten for it by Bairstow, and Bairstow goes to the safety of the boundary line. And Optus Communications, the sponsor of Optus Oval, in the background there. Plenty of signs out there, but that one stands out. There's Mark Bairstow, Craig Bradley on centre wing. Madden doing the ruck work. 10.5 minutes left in the quarter. Williams takes it away. His hand pass to no one in particular. Pickering nearly run down by Barry Mitchell. Pickering gets his left foot to it and kicks it high towards the wing. Running back with the flight of the ball was Madden. And a free kick is kicked out of it. The Blues getting the best of these. Have now had 19 free kicks to 4. So no wonder the Geelong fans out there aren't very happy at the moment. James Cook couldn't take the mark, knocked away by Colbert, and it is over for a boundary throw-in.
Ten minutes remaining in the first half. Handley over the top. Brown gets the hand pass to Bradley. Craig Bradley towards Kernahan. The two South Australians combine as they have done so often. Riccardi in defence. High kick back towards half-back. Barnes was the leaper, couldn't take it. Couch tidies up, putting it out in front of Hickmont. Giving chase was Sexton. Back he goes again to Couch. Geez, been busy, Paul Couch. Kick number 11 to half forward. Hocking, not held. Hogg given a nudge. Advantage paid, Alvin. Again towards Kernahan. Couldn't take it. Bond. Advantage to Bond. There was a free kick to Kernahan. Bond finishes it off with a goal. Troy Bond gets his first, and suddenly the Blues are alight and the dark clouds hover above Malcolm Blight. 7-3 plays 3-5.
4 goals to 1 in this second quarter. Mansfield off for the Cats. He's been replaced by Andrew Wills, number 4. And things not looking too good for Geelong at the moment, because Carlton certainly controlling this game in the second quarter. There's that free kick against O'Reilly. Advantage paid. Away goes Bond.
So the Blues pumped at the moment from the middle. It's McKay trying to dash clear. Loses it, however, to Barnes. Geelong desperately needs a steadying goal. Ablett soccers off the ground. Soccers it wide. Christie will be first there, but all too late. Just beats him over the line. Margin of 22 points, the biggest margin in the game.
Stephen Hocking now running with Greg Williams.
Madden with a height advantage over the leaping Barnes. Hocking. A snap by Buddha. Pulls back 6 points. 16 points the margin. And Hocking gets his first.
He's a great player for Geelong, Gary Hocking. It was almost monotonous last week the way he took the ball out of the middle there with Barnes doing the ruck work. Hocking sprinting through the middle there. And there we see that great play on replay. Terrific. Always at the fall of the ball. Bottom of the pack player, Gary Hocking.
7-3 plays 4-5. Plenty of time still left in this second term. The ball down towards half forward for the Blues. Leading in the race is Cook. Can't break the tackle. Gets rid of the football. Don't know quite whether he got rid of it legitimately, but it's tidied up by McGrath. And Christou nearly took the mark. Picked up by McKay. McKay goes straight in the Kernahan direction. Punched away. The Crummers. This time it was Hinkley getting it away to Colbert. Colbert's kick. Look at Couch. He's got some yardage here. Nearly run down by Hannah. Good chase by the Carlton player. Free kick in the back.
It was a great chase anyway by Bill Hannah. He made up about 15 metres there on Paul Couch. And at least by doing that, has held up the play there.
Goes short, and the mark is taken by Hickmott. Hickmott's kick in towards full forward. Handley pushes out. Free kick, but advantage paid. Ratton's kick finds Whitehead. Whitehead's got the chance to go over the top, but he does well. Gets a little kick away, and the mark is taken by Brown. Brown quickly to no one in particular. It's to centre half forward, though, where Cook has made good position. Elvin gets it to Christou. Christou can go short. Sexton's run all the way down from full-back. Kernahan couldn't take the mark. Here goes Barry Mitchell. He couldn't control it. Still underneath there is Mitchell. And a free kick again. I'd have to query that. 22 free kicks to 4 in favour of the Blues. And I don't think that I've ever witnessed a game of football where there should be such a great differential.
That's a huge imbalance, isn't it? Umpire at least awarding free kicks to the players that are prepared to get their body in. He's not rewarding the lurkers this afternoon. And Barry Mitchell may they've had one of the Geelong defenders in his back.
Mitchell goes for goal and puts it through. He's got 2.
If you get to your participating Mitsubishi truck dealer before the end of June, you'll discover huge reductions on Canter that have to be seen to be believed.
Australia's favourite bobsledders come from where they're headed.
Who are you? The Jamaican bobsled team.
Would freeze the coconuts off a palm tree.
Open up.
This is one cool comedy, Cool Runnings.
Electrical retailer A claim they buy by the truckload to save you money. Electrical retailer B say they buy by the semi-trailer load to save you money. But better appliance centres buy by the train load. And who's going to argue with the train?
My boy Jason has a lot of energy. He certainly needs it, the way he runs around all day. That's why I give him Tip-Top High Fibe. It's the white bread he really loves. And with 60% more fibre, it's better for him.
Thanks for the sandwiches, Mum. Gotta go.
And Jason, don't go picking on that Silvani boy.
Oh, Mum.
Australians have always known it. There's nothing tougher than hard yakka.
You better watch out.
You better take care.
Don't leave your Smiths out, or they might disappear. The gobble duck is coming to town. You better watch out. You better take care. Better keep a lookout.
Have you found him?
Cause he just might appear. The gobble duck is coming. The gobble duck is coming to town.
On Tuesday, the Oz Lotto jackpot is $3 million. So make sure you're covered. Oz Lotto. Another day, another $3 million.
Safety is engineered into this body. The airbag just completes it. The new Volvo 440 from $34,950. European style, real safety.
A husband vanished without trace. Leads to a bizarre mystery.
Look out!
With Mark Harmon.
I gotta know what happened to him.
And Mimi Rogers. Tightrope suspense in the fourth story. 8:30 Monday on 7. From Australian director Bruce Beresford comes the year's most stunning production, Black Robe, tonight.
Mitchell, Kernahan and Madden have each 2 goals from the middle. Hickmott tries to belt it clear towards Hocking. Should be another bounce.
Two very hard players opposed to each other. They're Matthew Hogg and Gary Hocking. He's been a good pickup, hasn't he, Matthew Hogg, since coming from Footscray?
My word, a very determined young man.
There are the free kicks that Robbo was talking about. 22 plays 4 in favour of Carlton. Madden and Barnes. Barnes coming over the top, trying to flick it back towards Hickmott. And now it's 23 plays 4. Mitchell starting to get a few touches. Use of the body. Listen to those ironical cheers of the Cat fans. At last, a free kick. Kolbanov to Andrew Wills. Kicks to centre wing. Hanley getting a little too far underneath the football, and it's taken by Peter Dean. Williams is loose on half forward. Away goes Diesel. Away from Steve Hocking into Kernahan, and he doesn't let him down. No one in the square. Sticks is 45 out. Rain starting to fall yet again. Kernahan. Tough shot. Very tough shot. Goes across the face and Barnes whacks it over from behind.
Sandy, very good advantage for the Blues, 8-4 to 4-5
with the rain coming.
Yeah, because we spoke about it being slippery.
Hickmott from half-back. Well, it's been Carlton's quarter so far, no question of that. Christou defends over the line away from Forsman.
Kick 5 goals 3 to Geelong's 2 goals 1.
Cats making a change. Barnes off, and big Ben Graham from Leopold coming on for a run. Straight into the thick of things. Steve Hocking a touch. Forsman also. Riccardi close to the boundary line. Still going Peter Riccardi. Hickmott a short kick.
How far did that go?
How far did
5 yards?
Yeah, 6.5 metres, that one.
Well, a little has it, and that's how far it travelled. Very little. To half forward. And home Ablett runs in to Diesel Williams. No drama there. Dean caught. Ping.
Yeah, great tackle there. Peter Dean saw the tackle coming and ducked his head.
I think his adrenaline got carried away there, Peter Dean. Here's Wills, who came off the bench a few minutes ago. He's had his second kick towards full forward. Handley couldn't take the mark. Scragg didn't have the ball.
Yep. Drag down there.
Handley will take the free kick. And he's only a matter of about 13 metres from goal on a very slight angle. Stephen Handley.
Coming in for kick number 3. And has taken 2 marks, playing at centre-half forward on Peter Dean.
Shooting for a badly needed Geelong goal. He looks as though, no, he may have missed it, has he? Yes. Gee, it is, Bernie. Today's football, with all the training they do, when you miss from there, that's...
Well, it's almost unforgivable, isn't it, Robbo? But these
terrible.
things do happen. Players seem to tense up from that range. 20, 25 metres, they hold back a little bit. That's where they seem to get very nervous.
Just over 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Silvani not sure where to go. The outer side and Mackay territory. To this side, Christou, or straight down the middle towards Madden, perhaps. That's the target he picks. Big pack of players there. Brown was at the back. It spills free. Pickering a chance if it sits for him. He's caught by Hogg. Fine tackle. Mitchell tries to tap it on. Graham was there. Mitchell again. His confidence growing by the minute. Hogg caught. Hocking a chance. Mackay a fine tackle. The ball spilling free and over the line on the outer side. To 79, favouring the Blues in the kicking department. Williams is keen on the handball, does get a kick into the middle. They've got the players there. Cook leaves it for Christou. He sockets it down towards Alvin. Whitehead was there also. McGrath caught by Alvin. Tommy Alvin's tackling today has been extremely good. Mitchell starts the hand pass. Look out, hands are gone. Still no whistle, and a bounce, and Bernie Quinlan, a Brownlow medalist, is shaking his head in disgust.
Well, there's just some perplexing decisions here, or non-decisions this afternoon. I just cannot work out. I don't think the 3 umpires has done one thing to improve the game.
Whitehead to Christian McGrath.
Bernie, to qualify, I made a very severe comment in Adelaide a couple of weeks ago, and I've made a very emphatic comment again today, but it's 4 weeks old or 5 weeks old, the 3 umpiring, so I suppose we've got to give them some sort of chance.
Hinkley could have been taken high. McGrath, was he held? The umpire said no. Did he drop the football?
Yes.
Bernie says yes, the umpire said no. Hinkley gets a hurried high kick. Tough one for Sexton and also Hickmott. Through comes Riccardi. Claim. And we'll take a free kick. Peter Riccardi on centre wing.
Well, I guess a lot of these guys umpiring senior football today, because of the 3 umpires, haven't really done a lot of senior games, so there's that to consider as well. Good smother there by Christou, and that really is indicative of the way Carlton have played today, as against, well, very much so against Adelaide.
Brilliant smother there, Ange Christou.
And against Collingwood last week. knocked to the back, Whitehead. Harassed very well by Riccardi. Ball spills, McKay tries to tap it clear. Underneath that Hinkley, here's Graham. Riccardi, ball spills now wide. Sexton, no, Hannah goes in. Brewer, Hannah down, goes back in after it again. Ben Graham in there for Geelong, and the umpire will be forced to bounce right near the forward end of the square in favour of the Cats. They trail 4-6 to 8-4. We've got 2 minutes left. Madden takes it out of the air, gets a fairly well ineffective kick by Justin Standards off that right foot. Little's kick, well, good play by Hannah because he forced the kick to be a short one, and Silvani is marked in the back pocket.
And kicks long to the outer side towards Madden. Mitchell waiting down in front, who has buffeted across the line. That's good, hard, solid football by Gary Hocking. He kept the ball in play and turned it over to the Cats and gives Brewer the chance to goal. Much needed goal for the Cats, kicked by Brewer, but you can thank Buddha Hocking on the outer side.
It could have been very close to being out of bounds. I feel the Carlton players have stopped because they may have thought that.
Yes, well, that's one thing you must not do, Robbo. Just wait for the umpire's decision. There we see great bump by Gary Hocking, always doing the hard things for Geelong. Gets the hand pass out to Brewer from right on that 50-metre line. He sets sail for home and just makes the distance.
52 plays 36. Madden. Mitchell. McGrath. Now Hannah. Big Mills swings around, gives it off to Ratton, 75 metres out, puts it in towards Bond territory. Cook was caught behind. It ricochets away from Bond. Hinkley under a ton of pressure. Wills also back with Cook. Now Bond. Gets claim, kicks it high. It ricochets away from the pack to Brown. He somehow wobbles it towards Cook. Sunk it off the ground for a goal! Was it Cook or was it Alvin?
It was Alvin.
It was 200 Tommy. And so the Blues have the answers at the moment.
Now you don't have to struggle through all the hassles of car insurance. Just call NRMA Insurance.
Hello.
We'll save you time because we can organise everything with one phone call. We'll save you paperwork because we'll fill in all the forms for you. Best of all, because we're Australia's largest general insurer, most people can also save money with NRMA. Up to 20% in some cases. Call NRMA to SAVE.
A challenge as deadly as nature's fury and man's greed. A will as strong as iron. The incredible story of a boy who faced his fears and rallied a nation. It's Norman. It's not possible to believe.
Attaboy, we'll give him something to talk about back home.
In a dream, iron will.
Happens to everyone once in a while. Your energy drops, it gets harder to smile. You've been doing your best, you've been working all day. There's only so many hours in one day. So I'm back from my bar and move to the beat. Take the goodness, get back on your feet. A Mars a day helps you work best and play.
What do Monster Babies eat? A Monster Babies kids meal at Pizza Hut, of course. You get a kid's pizza, a soft drink, our all-you-can-eat dessert bar, and one of these free Monster Babies tattoos, all for $4.50. And for $1.95, you can get one of these Monster Babies hand puppets. So hit the hut for a Monster Babies kids meal real soon, before the Monster Babies get you.
Introducing Polaroid Vision. It has a revolutionary viewing window, which may explain why people will do anything to have their picture taken by it. Polaroid Vision. The effect is instant. Available from...
To save heaps of time, paperwork and money, call NRMA Insurance. We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call NRMA. Till SAVE.
Tonight,
Mate going right off.
join Steve Monaghan
He's opted for the steak.
Lucky and Jimmy Barnes
We were going off like a frog in a sock.
in the craziest hour of comedy on TV.
Drilling banjos. Open the bloody door.
Bear, sort your life out.
It's Jim Owen,
Really enjoyed that. Going sick. Can I speak to Bono, please?
Australia's maddest comedian.
Call me that.
Jim Owen, 7:30 tonight on 7.
From Australian director Bruce Beresford comes the year's most stunning production, Black Robe, tonight.
An excellent second quarter by the Blues. They added 6 goals, 5 to move to 9-6-60. The Cats in trouble at 5-6-36. As we go to the third quarter, some 18 minutes remaining. The Blues have added a behind.
Looks set up for an easy Carlton goal. Great defence.
Short kick. It does work. Steve Hocking made it. In towards the centre. Bradley, good punch. Back towards half forward. Carlton force it forward. McGrath comes crashing through. He's got the run. A long kick in towards half forward. Dean from behind. Sexton's got the football. What's going to happen here? Sometimes when the players have the ball, then throw their hands out and let the tackler hold the ball to their chest, the umpire gives the free kick to the tackler.
And so they should too, Robbo, because it made no legitimate attempt to get rid of the ball.
Well, on that occasion, the umpire allowed play to, well, be resumed by a bounce. Here's a chance now for Pickering across his left shoulder. Ablett, very, very good front positioning, and he's taken the mark only a matter of 12 metres out.
Very strong in the body, Gary Ablett is. There he is, throwing that arm back and just throwing Silvani off balance.
Is that legitimate?
Well, I think Silvani was also doing a bit of holding. I don't think it was 50-50 there.
Tell you, no wonder you won a Brownlow medal. You are the best fence sitter of all time. Ablett goes for goal. He doesn't miss those, Gary Ablett.
Now, hang on. One minute you're complaining about soft free kicks being given. Well, if it had been the other end of the ground and Carlton were in the same position,
oh no, I've got no argument with you. No, I'm only having a go at you.
There it is again. Look, Silvani was all over him, grabbing hold of him, all over him.
Right.
Oh well, it didn't look all that good, did it?
I asked you if he'd have hit him in the face, would it have been a free kick to Silvani?
Certainly.
61 plays 42. Madden wings it out of the centre towards Fraser Brown. Oh, Williams almost got crunched. Pickering gets the hand pass away to McGrath. He's under pressure from Alvin. Still going. And Tommy's still applying the pressure.
A bit stiff not to get a free kick there, Tim McGrath.
In Carlton's attacking zone. Madden reflects away from Barnes, who charges down. Eventually spills free and socket off the ground. Intelligent stuff.
Now, I ask you, how can that be when the player is being held?
That was a bad decision. He'd already got rid of the ball there, Cook. And then he was held after the initial incident. The umpire right on the spot, he made it blue there, Robbo, no doubt.
Colbert drops short to Hannah. Off to Bradley. Craig Bradley's 7th kick. Oh, and a good mark almost to Colbert coming across the front of the pack.
It was a great attempt, wasn't it?
Terrific just about paid that.
Kernahan in a bit of trouble.
A couple that have come off second best, yes. Kernahan being one of them, and we'll have a look again.
He's that attempted mark. Almost, not quite. No, he wouldn't have paid it.
Madden and Barnes. Brown says, excuse me, to his teammate, and he bends one back. Oh, Shane Warne spins, sees it go through from behind.
Kernahan may have hurt his left knee in that marking contest. He came down a little awkwardly, and the trainers were out very quickly, but running across centre half forward now He's running fairly freely. Let's have a look at how he goes at this. He tries to intercept the mark from Barnes. The ball rebounds. Kick off the ground was by Bairstow. And a good mark. If it's not a mark, it's certainly a free kick to Sexton. At centre half back for the Blues. May go short. He does. In towards the centre. Gatherers by Mitchell. Good one. Handball. In a bit of trouble. No, he's not. Whitehead did it well. Get rid of it quickly, Barry Mitchell. He does. Away to Christou. He took a little bit more time than necessary and then bombed away to half forward. No mark taken there by Barnes. Screaming through Williams. Now Ratton. 4 Carlton players in line there. Hogg goes for goal. And what has Matthew Hogg done? He's missed. And kicked just one behind.
It would have been a miraculous goal, that one, from Matthew Hogg.
Well, desperado extraordinaire is Matthew Hogg. 5 kicks and 1 handball. And the kick in by O'Reilly finds Colbert.
Short again to Pickering. He marks at half-back. Cats have got to get a bit of a wriggle on. They're going to challenge the Blues in the final quarter. Kenny Hinkley in towards half-forward. Hickmont unable to take the mark. McCarty wanted Brewer going past, almost got him. Williams applies the pressure. Back to Hinkley again. Somehow he can thread his way through some fairly heavy traffic towards Ablett. Couldn't take the mark. Dean to clear. Oh, Brown loose across the middle. Now they've got a chance to run. Whitehead's going with him even wider. Don't know that he can see him yet. He doesn't worry. He sets sail for home. That's a shocking kick.
Completely wasted there by Fraser Brown.
McGrath defends. A high kick back towards centre half-back.
Free kick against Brown.
Now he's giving the free kick away.
That's to Kane Little at half-back.
Oh, he just jumped into the pack without even going for the ball there, Fraser Brown.
Frustrated because of his poor kick, I think.
Comes wide to Wills. Got a bit of room to move here.
A runner straight out to Fraser Brown.
Couple of bounces for Wills. Again, his target is Ablett, but he's beaten by Silvani. Fine effort to claim it. Off to Barry Mitchell, who's growing in confidence all the time. Up to half-forward. Bond is loose and takes a fine diving mark.
He's a good kid, isn't he, Bond? He's been very impressive for Carlton this afternoon.
Kick number 6 for Troy Bond. Putting the Blues inside 50. Colbert over the top, an effective spoil. Williams and Kernahan combined. Sticks a short kick. Lovely vision, Mackay. Can go over the top and go on with it, and will result in a goal to Whitehead.
Touch.
No, it's touched on the line. Oh.
Is that just a little bit of overconfidence there, Bernie, do you think?
Possibly, Robbo. Possibly, but just trying to play on. I think the pace of the game these days, it's play on it all, on every occasion if you possibly can. But in that situation, he really should have gone back from 20 metres out and had a shot at goal there, Mackay.
Handley off, Graham on.
Kick in, comes to the member's side. Dean up high, good punch. Handball by Cook was good. Bradley loves these. Bradley, beautiful kick. Magnificent kick by Bradley. It was either a goal if Bond was prepared to let it go, and it may not be. Brown coming off, is he, Bernie?
Yeah, Fraser Brown off after that little indiscretion there earlier.
And Bairstow limping badly. Is leaving the ground. That's bad news for Geelong fans. And there's the goal.
If you get to your participating Mitsubishi truck dealer before the end of June, you'll discover huge reductions on Canter that have to be seen to be believed.
The passion of Stephen Sondheim's lyrics. The power of Leonard Bernstein's music.
And the world went away. are brought to life in this brilliant new production of West Side Story at the Princess Theatre. Book now.
My boy Jason has a lot of energy. He certainly needs it, the way he runs around all day. That's why I give him Tip-Top High Five. It's the white bread he really loves. And with 60% more fibre, it's better for him.
Thanks for the sandwiches, Mum. Gotta go.
Oh, Jason, don't you want your footy card?
Collect these AFL footy cards. There's one in every pack of Tip-Top High Five and Tip-Top Sunblast.
Having trouble getting into your jeans? Get into Riders by Lee.
Another cup of...
Yes, please.
Australia's favourite bobsledders come from... Where they're headed...
Who are you? The Jamaican bobsled team.
Would freeze the coconuts off a palm tree.
Holding up.
This is one cool comedy, Cool Runnings.
We're off to the island for another dose of metal-crunching madness. All the big names have been left in one man's dust. The Need for a Winner's brought out the animal in so many drivers. Skate's got everyone right up his...
The Shell Australian Touring Car Championships tonight. John Cleese is Basil Fawlty.
Are we away?
The world's worst hotel manager. In the world's most loved comedy hits.
Please excuse me 1 moment.
Spend an evening at Fawlty Towers, 9:30 Thursday on 7. From Australian director Bruce Beresford comes the year's most stunning production, Black Robe, tonight.
The third quarter, a critical one for the Cats. They lose skipper Mark Bairstow with a knee problem. Let's go back to that term now, some 8 3/4 minutes remaining, and the Blues have stretched their lead to 30 points.
10-12 plays 6-6. Cats are going to have to get a wriggle on. Wills with that Forsman hairstyle. Kernahan to Dean. Short little chip, may not be short enough. He was looking for Whitehead, wearing the old David Glasgow Guernsey, but not to be. Christou couldn't quite juggle it. Good shepherding will see him clear, or will it? Riccardi applied the tackle and got the football. 48 metres out, he heads for home.
Oh, he's hit after he kicked it there too, Riccardi.
And it's going to be down the ground. Riccardi is still down.
Silly play there by Christou. Nothing to be achieved by that one. Here we see it again, the kick. In he comes. Well, maybe I'm a little bit hard there, Robbo. Maybe a little bit hardy. Hands Christou there, fully committed. May not have been able to pull up.
Hickmott for a much-needed goal for the Cats. Is away to the right. So Geelong has added 1 goal in this quarter. Carlton have had their chances. They've added 1-6.
Silvani took the kick in and then tried to get it to Whitehead. And I go back a little bit further than you, Sandy. He also wears a jumper made famous here at Carlton by Brian Quirk. About 185 games and quality games at that.
Did he play on the opposite wing to you, Robbo?
He kicked a few footballs to me, so we need to give him a bit of a rap there, Bernie. Here's Whitehead again into Mitchell. Mitchell gathering. Kicks towards half forward. It bounces just inside the boundary line, I would feel. Stephen O'Reilly there to see it over.
He's done a pretty good job too, Stephen O'Reilly. Kernahan's only had the 2 marks and 5 kicks for the afternoon.
Boundary throw in. Kernahan doing the ruck work against Barnes. Tries to take it out of the air. Unsuccessful. Simpson, that is, for Geelong. Pickering goes into Couch. Couch's little kick wide. Too wide, and Christou makes up good ground and takes the mark at left half back. He can go into the centre. Hogg. Oh, he's down by Simpson after he took the mark. 2 years ago, that was a 50-metre penalty. But Hogg not messing around. Kicks it inside 50 metres. At the back, Barnes takes a good mark for the Cats.
He's at half-back. Comes straight down the middle. Waiting down in front was Hogg. The perfect spot for the Rover. Off to Lynn on left half forward. Centering to Madden. Just waits for it. Well, he is a part-time comedian and he's very, very good. This is Colbert. Short to half-back. Lynn may get another chance. Down on all fours, off to Hogg. Shovels it forward towards Kernahan. He goes to ground, tries to shovel it out the back door. Wills intercepts and gives it to Hinkley. And Kenny Hinkley steadies. Kenny from Camperdown goes into the middle. Couch picks it up nicely on the half volley. To Steve Hocking. Back again towards Couch. A hurried kick under pressure. Peter Dean has plenty of time to pick this football up and find Hannah on centre wing. Look out! Ablett and Riccardi closing fast. Hannah could have had Bradley, but he elects to go longer. Up towards Kernahan. Couldn't hold it. Williams there. Kernahan at the bottom. That's where the football is. And another bounce.
Cook's been taken off for Carlton and Andrew Cavernon's come on to replace him. At the other end of the ground, big Ben Graham playing at centre half forward with Handley off the ground, being picked up by Peter Dean.
So the bounce of the ball and Cavington into the action already. Pickering couldn't get rid of it. Neither could Forsman get clear. Steve Hocking falling as he tried to get it clear. Bond successfully to Hannah. Hannah off that left foot up towards full forward. Oh, great mark.
Has to be a Kernahan mark.
In the middle of two Geelong players.
Well, where's the defence, Robbo? Where's the Geelong defence?
Yes, the punch, I think, it wasn't attempted.
The punch was not attempted at all.
Right,
the attempted mark behind from Stephen O'Reilly. Too dangerous in that situation with Stephen Kernahan, 196 centimetres. Safety first.
Well, Kernahan kicked 2 good goals early in the game. So this is his opportunity to be the leading goal scorer on the ground and give Carlton what I would think could be a match-winning lead. 3 goals now to Kernahan, and the Blues lead by 35 points, 11-12 to 6-7.
From Australian director Bruce Beresford comes the year's most stunning production, Black Robe, tonight.
Having trouble getting into your jeans? Get into Riders by Lee.
I hope he's had his wheat bix.
I hope he's fighting fit. Without a decent breakfast, you're not up to it.
You think clearer and perform better after a decent breakfast.
So these guys use their whole body to hit each other. Yeah, I like to see that.
These guys can catch a ball from 12 feet in the air. I like to see that.
You're telling me these guys run flat out all afternoon? Yeah, right. I'd like to see that.
Fantastic footy. He's come from nowhere. 36 big guys in very tight shorts. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
These guys spit the dummy at the umpire and get away with it? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I've seen Australian rules. What rules?
Kick goals from 70 meters out? I'd like to see that.
Shoots a goal! And kicks the river! That's unbelievable!
Whatever kind of seat you need for your little one, there's a really big range at World for Kids. Don't miss it.
They're back! Returning Thursday for 94, Full Frontal in Full Flight. The show where no one's safe and nothing's sacred.
That camera out of here, will ya?
Who'll be in the line of fire this year?
He used to be tough, now he's cuddly and kind. There's nothing as lovely as daring unknown.
Laugh yourself silly with the brand new series of Full Frontal.
So, was it good for you too, darling?
Toyota presents Australia's Funniest Hour. Returns Thursday on 7.
He's back, and he's going to make you very, very happy. Enjoy an all-new hour of fun with Jamoan, next on 7.
So the Cats now in the gun. Barnes wins it down towards Mansfield off to Couch. He's got to turn and swing back onto that left foot. In towards half forward. Graham's his target. Dean beats him. Hogg could have been held. Yes, said the umpire.
He's a terrifically courageous, not courageous, just hard at the football player.
He's a great competitor, right?
My word.
There's a real dip. Hogg goes back towards the centre. Kernahan taken high. According to the umpire.
Had a few words to say to his opponent then too, Big Steve.
28 free kicks to 12, favouring Carlton. Colbert marks at half back.
Played a good game, this boy.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. It was a quarter that Geelong really had to do something if they're going to come back into this game. O'Reilly to Hinkley. Ken Hinkley, a high kick. It's his 11th for the game. Christou was the flyer. Oh, Hocking gave a decent old nudge. Play's allowed to go on. Brewer picks it up on the half volley, runs into trouble. The ball spills free, and it's Sexton who gets Carlton out of trouble. Back again towards Kernahan, not trying to mark, just trying to tap it over the back. Instead it falls to Craig Bradley. Okay for Carlton. Bradley's kick up towards half forward. Bond beats Wills.
Possession number 17 for Bond.
Got Madden down there in the square. Madden has the height advantage. A huge height advantage, but it's Barnes, the leaper, who belts it clear. Straight to Lynn. He's ridden into the ground. Play goes on. And it's cleared wide towards the centre wing. Wide towards Little, who cannot keep it in play. And another throw will take place. Ablett was down there in defence.
Yeah, I know these rules.
Kick.
The rules are set up by the powers that be, but I'd love to see an umpire in a position like Tony Lynn was in then.
Do you think he's ridden into the ground?
Oh, Bernie, come on, Jesus. I mean, everyone thinks I'm a bit biased towards Carlton, but I would have said the same thing no matter what jumper he was wearing.
Hawkins, and pass goes straight to Hannah. Now Williams, setting them on their way again. Mackay, Hogg, look out. Gets his kick down towards half forward. Tommy Alvin marks in front.
And Greg Williams slow to get to his feet behind play. A few pats on the back there from his teammates. He's played a terrific game today, Greg Williams. There's that mark, strong mark in front, Tommy Alvin.
27 touches for Williams. And Tommy Alvin, in his 200th game, kicked a goal in the second quarter. The boy from Bairnsdale has a chance to make it 2. And really, Carlton's starting to draw away.
They've been a very, very good kindergarten for VFL, AFL footballers, Bairnsdale.
Certainly has. There's number 2 to Tommy. Well done. The Blues shoot further ahead. 12-12 to 6-7.
There's some good players from Bairnsdale, Robbo, over the years.
Brian Royal.
Brian Royal.
Yes. Jimmy Edmund.
Kevin Coverdale. He would have played in your era, wouldn't he? Hawthorn centre-half forward.
Yes, I think he was a reluctant recruit, Kevin Coverdale, but finished up playing quite a few games with the Hawks. Around about, he played 63 when they were in the final. Barnes to do the ruck work for Geelong. The Cats would have to be desperate now. Bradley forces it to half forward. McGrath misses it. Gathered by Kernahan. Another chance here. The hand pass came from Lynn, was it? No, maybe Mitchell looking for Hannah.
Free against Ablett. Too high on Mil Hannah. Ablett has been moved away from the full forward position. Maybe playing across half-back is he at the moment?
It could be on the ball.
On the ball maybe, or across half-back.
Brewer at full forward.
He has played in defence before, Gary Ablett. Half-back and centre-half-back.
Well, Hannah, he kicks the ball long distances when clearing from half-back. Let's see what he can do here. 50 metres from goal.
Beautiful
he
kick.
gives it a decent old roost, and it's a goal.
Geelong in real trouble, managing just 6 goals in 3 quarters of football. An interesting stat as far as free kicks are concerned. Carlton 29, Geelong 14 to 3-quarter time, as we take in some highlights of the final term now from Princes Park.
Mitchell, he's had, what now, 20 possessions, and his kick has been marked by Kernahan. And Stephen Kernahan, 50 metres from goal. Looking to kick short, he does in the finish. And a good mark taken by McKay. Well, wouldn't have kicked too many goals, I wouldn't have thought. McKay goes for his kick. It bends around beautifully. It's a goal. Gathering at Hinkley. Shrugs the tackle. Little kick by Hinkley. Finds McGrath. Gives it back to Hinkley. Hinkley's run up from half-back. One bounce. Kicks it in towards full forward. Marking contest? No, it wasn't. Hickmott got it quite safely in the finish. Hickmott goes for goal. The floating punt kick gets the distance and the accuracy.
Ablett, don't tell me.
Oh, Sandy.
It bounces clear. Going to be kept in play by Barnes. Can he bend one miraculously back? Hanley can't complete the mark. He sockets off the ground, the big man, and has kicked it. Oh, Hanley.
This match is part of the Fosters' 1994 AFL Premiership season.
A couple of amazing goals to the Cats when it was all over. 14-15-99. Carlton, their main contributor, was Steve Kernahan with 3. Mitchell and Alvin each booted 2, as did Justin Madden. Geelong disappointing, 10-10.